Last night's my horror night. Welcome to the Last Video Store. I'm your host, Bud Haddonfield, and I'm here with my co-host,
Evan Haddonfield.
And this is the show where we recommend the good, the bad, and the ugly of horror movies. So today's episode, I want to give a brief recommendation of a movie I've kind of covered in a list episode a while back, and it is 1986's Neon Maniacs. If you haven't seen Neon Maniacs, it takes place in San Francisco, and it's about these weird pro wrestling-like creatures because they all have a gimmick. One's a surgeon, one's a Native American, one's a biker, one's a soldier, they got all kind of different characters, and it's all fun. You alright, bro?
Uh-huh.
So, Neon Maniacs is... I'm not going to give too much away on this movie, but it's about a girl and her friends. They go off to the park, and they're attacked by these characters. Like I said, they're all different. They're kind of like pro wrestling in the late 80s, early 90s. They all had somewhat of a gimmick, and this movie was Andrew Divoff's first movie. He played the doctor character, and if you don't know who that is, he was the original Wishmaster from the first two movies. So... watching this movie, you're going to be a bit confused because the director, he kind of ran out of money at certain points. So he would hire actors to play the Neon Maniacs, and he would run out of money. He would have to take a long break. And when he would go to work on it some more, the actors who portrayed the characters the initial time couldn't come back necessarily, so he had to hire new actors to play part of the Maniacs. This movie is somewhat not finished. You're going to tell by the ending, but like I said, I'm not going to give the spoilers away. But it's a fun ride if you like good 80s horror movies. Like I said, this one came out in 1986. Bro, are you okay?
Yeah.
6 feet. You going to be all right? You going to make it?
Nah.
You get the crud?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm over here just talking about the Neon Maniacs, and my boy's dying over here. So, Jesus Christ. All right, it's streaming on Amazon Prime through Shout Factor's little streaming service. I think it's $2.99. You might be able to find some of the pieces for physical media. Like I said, the Code Red had did a Blu-ray, which is kind of out of print. You can get lucky if you find the DVD from Code Red, and this was the initial. So I'm going to include the trailer. Thank you for tuning into the Last Video Store. Please like and subscribe. I gotta get this little bastard to the urgent care.
Or what?
We're gonna get some shots. So, again, Bud Haddonfield, Evan Haddonfield. This is the Last Video Store. We'll see you on the next episode. Every day that passes, we're closer to Halloween. So, we'll see you next episode.
You're telling me that these things are inside the Golden Gate Bridge. 1. 2, that they only come out at night. That they're responsible for the death of 15 or more kids and 3 of my police officers.
Let me ruin your evening, the stranger said to me. Your new lover, my old
They're young.
lover, she said.
Come on, Sue, it's play. They think they're going to live forever.
What she told me.
What are you doing? Get out. He doesn't want to play with us. He wants to fool around.
But they're in for a terrible surprise. Now, there are 12 new reasons
Over here!
to be afraid of the dark.
They're after me.
And every one of them is a killer. Introducing, in diabolical order, Axe, Hangman, Doc, Biker, Slash, Juice, Samurai, Mohawk, Archer, Soldier. These are the Neon Maniacs. They live so others may die. Neon Maniacs.
Michael Myers are the heroes of my past. Now the media is dying. Chucky and the zombies now all up in cemetery. So bring me back those. I wanna come back to those times when all movies were so scary. I blow a red light.